Imagine the coldest day you have ever experienced. The kind of cold that numbs your fingers in seconds, makes your breath come out in thick white clouds, and forces you to retreat indoors, seeking warmth under layers of blankets. Now, multiply that cold by 5, strip away modern heating, and place yourself in a vast, icy wilderness where the temperature plunges to an unthinkable -84 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't the setting of a survival horror story. This is daily life for the Inuit people who have mastered the art of living and, more impressively, sleeping in conditions that most of us would consider uninhabitable. When my heating broke down one winter, I thought I was experiencing hardship. I wrapped myself in 3 layers of clothing, sipped hot tea, and still grumbled about how miserable it was. But in the Arctic, winter is not a temporary inconvenience. It is an unrelenting force, an entity that doesn't just bite, but devours. It doesn't offer mercy to those unprepared. It swallows the weak whole. Yet despite all odds, the Inuit not only survive, but thrive in this environment. Their ability to sleep comfortably in conditions that would kill most people in minutes is a testament to the genius of their survival techniques, passed down through generations. At these temperatures, metal becomes so brittle it can shatter like glass. Exposed skin freezes in less than 30 seconds. Your breath, upon exhaling, crystallizes and falls like tiny snowflakes. Everything around you is hostile, yet the Inuit have transformed this frozen wasteland into their home. How? It starts with a seemingly simple yet brilliant innovation: the igloo. To the untrained eye, an igloo may appear to be nothing more than a mound of packed snow, a primitive shelter incapable of providing real warmth. But in reality, it is a marvel of engineering, one of the most efficient natural insulators ever designed. The Inuit construct their igloos with precision, using blocks of compressed snow arranged in a spiral pattern that follows the curve of a catenoid, a shape known in engineering for its ability to distribute weight evenly. This design ensures that an igloo remains stable, even under intense wind pressure or the weight of heavy snowfall. The snow blocks themselves are not made from soft, fluffy powder, but from hard-packed, compressed snow. This type of snow is filled with microscopic air pockets, which act as insulation, trapping body heat and preventing it from escaping into the frigid night. Once sealed, an igloo can reach an interior temperature of up to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, solely from the heat generated by the people inside. No fire, no electricity, just human warmth, trapped and amplified by the ingenious design of their icy sanctuary. But heat retention isn't just about structure, it's about strategy. The entrance to an igloo is built deliberately lower than the sleeping area, creating a natural air circulation system. Since cold air sinks and warm air rises, this design ensures that the warmest part of the igloo, the top, is where people sleep. The entrance acts like an airlock, keeping the harsh Arctic winds at bay while preserving the warmth inside. And for ventilation? A small hole at the dome's peak prevents carbon dioxide buildup, ensuring fresh air while simultaneously strengthening the igloo by allowing moisture from warm air to freeze into a reinforcing ice layer. Still, no shelter alone can keep a person warm in these temperatures. The Inuit rely on meticulously designed clothing and bedding systems that utilize nature's most effective materials. Forget high-tech synthetics. Traditional Inuit sleepwear and bedding outperform even the most advanced modern gear. Take their clothing, for example. The first layer is made of caribou skin, with the fur facing inward to wick moisture away from the body. This is crucial. Any moisture left on the skin in these conditions can freeze instantly, leading to hypothermia. Over this, they wear a second layer of caribou fur, trapping warm air between the layers, mimicking the way modern down jackets function. The final layer is often made of seal skin, a natural windproof and waterproof barrier that protects against moisture and extreme wind chill. This three-layer system creates a microclimate around the body, allowing Inuit hunters and travelers to sleep even in the open if necessary. But the real magic happens in their sleeping bags. These aren't your average insulated camping bags, they are engineering masterpieces. Made from a combination of caribou and seal fur, these sleeping bags are designed with maximum efficiency in mind. Caribou fur, in particular, has a unique property. Each hair is hollow, trapping heat in tiny air pockets and preventing warmth from escaping. This makes it one of the most efficient insulators on the planet, capable of retaining body heat even in extreme conditions. The Inuit also employ a strategy of communal sleeping. Families sleep close together, sharing body heat in a carefully choreographed arrangement that maximizes warmth retention. In fact, a small group of people sleeping in close proximity can raise the temperature inside their shared space by up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. When combined with the insulating power of their bedding and clothing, this communal heat-sharing method creates an environment where survival transforms into comfort. Yet warmth alone is not enough. The Inuit have also perfected the art of breathing in extreme cold. If you breathe normally in -84-degree weather, you lose heat rapidly through evaporation and exposure. The Inuit counter this by breathing slowly and deeply through their noses, which naturally warms and humidifies the air before it reaches the lungs. Some even breathe into the fur of their clothing, creating a pocket of warm, moist air that prevents their throats and lungs from drying out. This small but significant adaptation reduces heat loss and conserves energy, an essential factor for surviving long Arctic nights. Another remarkable survival technique involves pre-warming their sleeping areas with heated stones. These stones, once warmed by fire, are wrapped in layers of fur and placed near sleeping areas to provide long-lasting radiant heat. As the heat dissipates, the moisture from the stones freezes into the snow walls, further reinforcing the igloo's insulation. It's a cycle of continuous adaptation, each small adjustment contributing to an overall system that allows the Inuit to outsmart even the most brutal conditions. And yet survival in the Arctic is not merely about physical endurance, it is also about mental resilience. The Inuit have developed a psychological approach to cold that prevents fear from overwhelming them. They do not lie awake dreading the cold, as fear and stress only increase metabolic activity and heat loss. Instead, they embrace their environment, focusing on the warmth they generate rather than the cold pressing in. This mental shift helps them maintain body temperature more effectively, a strategy that modern sleep scientists are only beginning to understand. Their bedtime rituals reinforce this mindset. Traditional Inuit bedtime stories often feature heroes who conquer the cold through wisdom and preparation rather than brute strength. These tales instill confidence in young Inuit children, teaching them to respect but not fear their environment. Some stories even use humor to diffuse tension, proving that a strong mindset is just as crucial as strong shelter when it comes to survival. Perhaps the most incredible aspect of all this is that the Inuit's survival techniques are not reliant on modern technology. They do not need advanced thermal materials, battery-powered heaters, or high-tech sleeping bags. Their knowledge, refined over thousands of years, has allowed them to create a system so efficient that it outperforms even some of today's most advanced cold-weather survival gear. Premium sealskin sleeping bags rotate to those who need them most, like elders feeling the cold or exhausted hunters returning from trips. Specific families master different skills. Some excel at cutting perfect snow blocks, others at building sleeping platforms at the ideal height for heat retention. These aren't your average rest stops. So, the next time you find yourself shivering in a cold room, wrapped in a blanket, complaining about the temperature, Remember this: there are people who sleep soundly in conditions colder than the surface of Mars. Not because they have superior technology, but because they have superior knowledge. The Inuit have not only adapted to their environment, they have mastered it. In these conditions, even humor plays a vital role in these arrangements. One popular story tells of a man banished to sleep alone because of his thunderous snoring until his family realized his heating abilities outweighed the noise pollution. In temperatures cold enough to freeze thoughts solid, even bad jokes become survival tools. In the end, the greatest tool for surviving the Arctic night isn't just the igloo, the clothes, or even the techniques. Their survival is not a miracle. It is a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and an unbreakable will to conquer the cold. If you're interested in more Inuit content or learning about the Inuit, subscribe to this channel and get daily updates.